Welcome back to On the Rise, as Theo Corbeanu is set for a very exciting transfer to the MLS and to join Toronto FC, in a move that could potentially revive the young Canadian's career, as he is still only 22 years of age, and let me remind you, a former Canadian international. He's had a wild career, having a numerous round of loan deals, numerous round of clubs, as well playing in multiple countries. Theo Corbeanu has never had consistency. By that I mean never finding a home. Never had a club where he can call home, consistently play under a manager, club, and be adored by supporters and get backed. That's never happened in his career. And going to Toronto FC, I truly think that'll happen. Mind you, he has had a lot of inconsistency in his play style, but he has shown bright spots, bright sparks, and his true potential at certain times and on certain loan deals, and we will talk about that. But getting that consistency, getting a certain place to call home, especially his hometown club and his boyhood club in Toronto FC, I think this is a perfect move for Theo Corbeanu, and I'm going to break it all down, guys. But before we do, drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the potential transfer of Theo Corbeanu joining TFC. As well, smash that like button, guys. It really helps out the channel as well as the video. And smash that sub button, guys. Let's continue to move to 550 subscribers and 600, because the support is incredibly appreciated, guys, and it means a lot. But we're going to jump straight into the video. Because like I said, Theo Corbeanu is still only 22 years of age. Feels like he should be so much older with how long he has been around. But still only 22 years of age, Theo Corbeanu is desperate for a transfer. He is desperate to leave Spain, leave the Segunda Division behind him, and leave Granada in the past, as he is on the very top of the list of Canadian players who need a transfer. And this is very exciting to see him linked to Toronto FC, because this all comes from a local outlet in Granada Digital in Spain. And it is reporting that Granada and Toronto FC are in the final details of finalizing a move for Theo Corbeanu to join TFC on a 1-year loan deal, with the addition and the extra option of a purchase as well. And that option would be 1.5 million euros, or of course better off as 2.2 million Canadian dollars. And yes, that might seem as a lot, but also Theo Corbeanu is also sitting out of practice at the time of recording, guys. So this move really does seem imminent. But sitting out of practice, having this move ready at 2.2 million, it does seem like a lot of money for a purchase deal at the end of that loan deal, especially as he has not been playing great football at time with Granada or in some of the previous loan deals. But getting a year at Toronto FC, that money might look like an absolute bargain, because Theo Corbeanu, after a year in the MLS, could go and get flipped to a bigger club, and Toronto FC might be making great business by bringing Theo Corbeanu in, and I absolutely believe they are. As well as not just Granada Digital are reporting this, you also have the best and the biggest source in the MLS, the most trusted source in the MLS, in Tom Bogert, reporting this transfer, saying TFC finalizing to sign Canada international winger Theo Corbeanu. So this is all looking like it's approaching that final hurdle to get over the line and become a done deal. And guys, when this deal is of course through, I will have a done deal video on the channel as well. But Theo Corbeanu, like I pointed out earlier, has been with multiple clubs, multiple leagues, and multiple nations. Just to go through them, Theo Corbeanu has played for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Sheffield Wednesday, Milton Keynes Dons, Blackpool, Grasshopper, Arminia Bielefeld, and now Granada. Absolutely insanity, while playing in the Premier League, Championship, League One, Swiss Top Flight, German Second Division, as well as the Segunda B division in Spain. And I beg the question, how is a player who is 22 years of age and younger going to get consistency and going to be able to truly adapt to a set style of play, to a set style of league, when having all these loan deals, when having all these moves? And mind you, he's played very well at some of these loan deals, but it's extremely hard to join a different league, different nation, different club every single season and expect to play at the top of your game. That is a big ask for a very young player. And yes, Theo Corbeanu did play very well in some loan stints, especially with Sheffield Wednesday, Blackpool, and Grasshopper, especially with Sheffield Wednesday, in my opinion, his very first loan where he had 18 appearances and 2 goals. And with Blackpool having 18 appearances and 3 goals. Those were 2 clubs where he really got consistency, playing very well, backed by the supporters, backed by the manager, and that's something that truly hasn't happened in a while. When you're looking at how he's played with Granada this season, he hasn't had the game time, the opportunity to go out and prove himself, with Granada having 22 appearances across 2 stints, as well as only 1 goal, which came very early in his Granada stint. This season, having 10 matches, only starting 2 games, having no goal contributions for 247 minutes and a 6.62 average match rating. How is a young winger supposed to find consistency, prove himself, and prove himself to not just the manager and the club, but to the supporters when given very little time, very little opportunity? Yes, we don't know what he's doing in training, but as a young player, not getting backed at all will not help you on the pitch. And playing in so many different leagues will never help you on the pitch. And Theo Corbeanu joining Toronto FC is perfect because he's going to his hometown club. And yes, he wasn't born in Toronto, but that is his boyhood club at TFC. That is the academy he came through when he was a younger footballer. So he is going to be coming to a club that, yes, is still trying to find a new manager, but also is backing Theo Corbeanu. And also, he's going to walk into the club and immediately be backed by supporters, be backed by Canadians who already want him to succeed. He's only 22 years of age, guys. So, mind you, he has lots of ability, lots of potential, many years to still blossom and turn into a very good footballer. But right now, that leash is running very short, as he's had so many opportunities in Europe. But like I said, not great chances to really succeed. The path to succeed was never there. The path to succeed is with Toronto FC right now. This is a league, this is a player who he should have adapt very easily to this league if the new hiring manager comes in, enjoys him as a footballer, sees him straight into the system, and gives him his chance. Because the MLS should be a cakewalk to some extent for Theo Corbeanu. One thing in European football he should have gotten at least is a technical ability for the game to be able to play very well on the ball. Because we know Theo Corbeanu is a very good dribbler and very good with the ball. But that final product sometimes isn't there for Theo Corbeanu. And bring into the MLS, if he can find his final product, if he can get better in front of goal, if he can produce better crosses and just play better consistently, Theo Corbeanu is going to become a menace in the MLS. And getting that chance to just be, like I said many times in this video, consistency, because that has not been there in his footballing career. He's been very inconsistent. I think at TFC, he can be a very consistent footballer. And that's just due to the environment, the scenario, the club, the supporters, the hierarchy, and hopefully the new manager. I think it's all blossoming into the perfect situation for a young Canadian footballer. Heading to Toronto FC, a club that has been known for developing good Canadians, but not at the club. So this is a great opportunity for Toronto FC to go out there, develop a young Canadian who might be at that final straw of, is this the club he can find? If not, he's still going to be 23, 24, he's going to have a long footballing career ahead of him, but he might not be able to get to a top European division or a decent European division. If this move fails, he might just become an MLS footballer for life. But I do think Toronto FC is the perfect destination, whether it's club fit, squad fit, the player. This move makes a lot of sense. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think down below in the comments. I'll be there for every single comment. I make sure that, guys, also smash that like button, drop a sub, because if this video, of course, sees Theo Corbeanu finalizing that deal, I'll make sure to have a done deal video, guys. If you want to see that as well, I'll try and have a done deal video as well. So guys, I'll see you for the next one, and peace.